Much of the India to this day follows the same culture. However, the cultural contact with the outside world has led to the Western world practices becoming more attractive for the present generation. It can be seen that present India has been moving toward Westernization and going through cultural change. While some believe that adopting a new culture is a way of learning about the perspectives of other culture and adapting to them if one wants to migrate, many also dispute that the old, authentic Indian culture and identity is disappearing. It is understandable how historical globalization affected India greatly by shaping the economy and modernizing the country. The British imperialism in India benefited the nation greatly by introducing the Western way of life like education, sciences, technology, and etc. The Britons helped India gain peace, frame wise laws for the citizens, and establish courts of justice. Although the motives for Europe to gain power was to expand trade, spread religion, expansion of territory, gain access to resources, the imperialism did allow standards of humanity to reach to the society of India. Before the cultural contact, India was an undeveloped nation with no economic or political systems, low standards of living, poor infrastructure and industries, poverty, and no basic standards of humanity. On the other hand, this historical globalization has left a legacy that continues to affect people to this day. India became independent from the British when the British granted India its independence in 1947. The British Parliament passed the Indian Independence Act, creating the new countries of India and Pakistan. The division of Pakistan and India has continued to create conflict between these two nations over the state of Kashmir. The development of nuclear weapons in today's world is feared to cause another war after the wars in 1947 to 1949 and 1965 over Kashmir. The legacy hasn't just affected India politically, but the social structure of India is very devastating. 12 million people in India are child prostitutes, and that is a result of poverty and gender-based mistreatment of females. India is heightening in the risk of high sex trafficking rates and is considered to be one of the most dangerous places in the world for a girl or woman. Moreover, the economy is very poor as the currency is so weak.
Over the years, the Indian food culture changed in multiple ways after being exposed to the Western cuisine. Unique cuisine and food have been influenced over the years after in contact with the outside world. European styles of cooking have been affected India's ways of cooking during the colonial period. When the British left India, each condition of the nation showed the British impact on Indian nourishment. Indian cooking style for the most part relied upon the British style. Dancing is one of the most revered Hindu arts because melody, drama, form, and line are incorporated. Dances performed in India have their origins in the Vedas period, dances and rituals dating back to about 1000 BC. India's music includes classical Indian, numerous varieties of folk, mainstream pop, and rock music. During the Vedic period, Indians used to sing and the wives used to play instruments such as the veena, sitar, flute, and many more. The history of Indian art goes all the way back to roughly 2500 BC. Indian art was often influenced by the Western and the Islamic styles of painting. The Mughal and Islamic culture invasion made a beautiful impact on Indian art from the 16th to the late 19th century. The Indian subcontinent contains 4 major religions around the world, including Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, and Sikhism. Brahman is a metaphysical concept that Hindus worshipped. However, they still acknowledge the other gods and goddesses. The history of Indian sports is thought to be around more than 8,000 years old from the period of civilization of the Indus Valley. Indians in ancient times were one of the most advanced and developed culture. It contained a wide variety of sports starting from the more tribal side to the more popular side, which include sports like badminton, cricket, soccer, and wrestling.